Hello and welcome our viewers into a new episode of your show around Kuwait, where every episode we shed the light in the most recent events and focusing on the trending occasions. Of course, I'm your host Abdul Latif Al-Anizi, and today I'm joined with my colleague Sarah. So hello and welcome, Sarah.
Hello Abdul Latif, and hello dear viewers, with a great welcome of course around Kuwait with a new episode. We'll be sharing different topics and interesting topics, of course. But first, let's head with our first headline. What is our first headline, Abdul Latif?
So as always, we are having three headlines, and for today's first headline we have Anas bin Malik High School hosts a memorable moment, an open day event for highlighting the students' creativity and talents, which is something really important, and focusing at the students and at the kids. They are the next generation. I think it's really amazing to start with these kind of topics. So what about the second topic?
Of course, and our second topic will be about Sheikh Abdullah Salim Culture Center, where it releases the baby sharks as a part of marine conservation efforts, of course. And when we're talking about baby sharks, I think it's one of the
helping the ecosystem in saving it. I think it's really wonderful and amazing to have these causes. It's got to be really remarkable and heartwarming to have these types of conversations with Abdullah Salim Culture Center, and of course we are really excited to delve into this topic. For the topic, we have explored the enchanting wonders of Switzerland with Hajar Al-Muhanna, our colleague, on a special journey of discovery. So these are the topics for today, and of course now we will jump into the first topic, but after this report. So stay tuned, our viewers.
Recently hosted an exhilarating open day event, offering its students a memorable experience filled with excitement and entertainment. The event featured a captivating band show and an adrenaline-pumping motorcycle display, leaving attendees thoroughly enthralled. The band show, undoubtedly a highlight of the day, showcased the remarkable talents of the school's musicians. With melodious tunes and rhythmic beats, the performers captivated the audience, creating an atmosphere of joy and enthusiasm. Students and faculty alike were treated to a spectacular display of musical prowess, highlighting the importance of arts and culture in the school community.
Today is activity day, and my hobby is boxing. I chose boxing because I love boxing, and this is the best sport for me. And I play boxing in Al Qurain Sport Club for boxing. And today is activity day, and this is the first time the school made activity for boxing. So I joined it because my hobby is boxing and I like boxing. So like that's why I joined boxing activity today.
I'm going to talk today about the fun events that happened here. Today we only studied for 3 periods, and after the ring bell, we had so much fun in the outside and the inside, and so many teachers and students collaborated together and helped us to have this beautiful day. And the activities in the outside was kickboxing for the English activity, and we had Kairam and Anhashabib, and we played Ono and every game, and we had a beautiful day today, the National Day, Kuwait, February 25-26. Thanks to every teacher and every student. We had so much fun on this day.
We would like to welcome you in this school. It is Al-Imam Malik High School, one of the, I consider it one of the greatest schools in Mubarak Kabir educational area. The management actually led by Mr. Abdul Razak Al-Anizi, Abu Saad, the manager of the school, has suggested to offer the student an open day. As you see, there are many activities to be done here in the school, and I think as a teacher here, this will be an encouragement step for the students, and to give them a pushing step forward, so as to encourage them, as I said, and give them a chance to entertain themselves in according of being students in this place. As I told you, if you have seen the activities, too many things to be done here, and of course outside in the playground there are also restaurants that offer students free food for today. And I hope that all schools will follow the same steps that actually play a good role in the way of making students attracted and love their schools.
Complementing the musical show was a thrilling motorcycle show that added an extra layer of excitement to the event. Skilled riders dazzled the crowd with their daring stunts and precision maneuvers, showcasing the thrill of motorcycling in a safe and controlled environment. The display not only entertained the audience, but also promoted the importance of safety and responsible riding practices among the students. The Open Day event served as a platform for students to showcase their talents and passions beyond the classroom. It fostered a sense of camaraderie and school spirit, bringing together individuals from diverse backgrounds to celebrate their shared experiences. Moreover, it provided an opportunity for students to explore new interests and hobbies, encouraging them to pursue their passions with confidence and enthusiasm. In conclusion, the Open Day event organized by Anas bin Malik High School was a resounding success, offering students a memorable day filled with music, excitement, and camaraderie. By showcasing the talents of its students and providing engaging activities, the school demonstrated its commitment to holistic education and nurturing well-rounded individuals.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Well, we head to our first headline where we're talking about Anas bin Malik High School, where it recently organized an open day for the students. And especially when we're talking about an open day, you're organizing an open day for the students for the, let's say, having activity and having new experience for the students in order to know more about their hobbies, their experiences with different things, their new interests that they may like, of course.
True. Highlighting their talents and knowing what they want and knowing what they love. I think it was really remarkable. I mean, but first we need to thank all of the sets and the guys who are behind the report. It was remarkable, an amazing report, and of course all the thanks for them because it was really amazing knowing that they are expressing how they feel, because they were actually happy to have the open day. Not it's because of not studying, it was actually that they were actually highlighting their talents and knowing what they want. Because there was a band out at this activity. I mean, it wasn't just an open day where they can, let's say, having fun for in the occasion of the Liberation Day and the Kuwait National Day. It was actually on the occasion of to celebrate on that cause.
Yeah.
So you heard him when they expressed that the guest was actually loving boxing and having the riders with the motorcycles. It's got to be really remarkable to let them love the occasion. So every time it comes with the Liberation Day and February, the whole month, this is the reason that we are happy. And all of the thanks to Anas bin Malik School, the manager of the school, and all of the organizers. I think it was, I think that the students had a really blast time, and I think it's really remarkable for them.
Of course, you know, Abdul Latif, back then when I was at the school, when we had the kind of any open day, we used to have it more often from time to time. While you're studying and having a hard time in school and revising and so on, even if you're having sometimes a break during the school day, you must have that kind of open day, having different activities, different hobbies. You see your friends, you meet new people, let's say, and I think it's much needed for the schools more often with an open day, so the people would be more interacting with each other. Yes, of course.
Let's say, so they can breathe, because having the same routine, it's be really boring for the students. I mean, every day they go to class and studying. I know it's really something really important. One of the most important thing is to have the education, the right education, and the Minister of Education having the remarkable job on that, and all of the thanks to them. But sometimes they need to do that, and as everyone, I mean, the school trips, going to the ice skating, or the school trips to the zoo before when it was open, or
Entertainment City.
Yes.
before it's closed. Yeah.
Of course. So to the entertainment city, it was really remarkable to have these days.
Yeah.
And but for us also, when it comes to an open day, that means everything is actually off. Eating, and it was really remarkable to have these sets and to have to let them cheer up.
Yeah.
And every occasion they do that, sometimes every Thursday, because it's the last day of the week, having this cause. I think it's really amazing.
And
I mean,
I think
if I were a teacher, I would do it to my
and I
students
think
all the
it's
time.
much needed for the students in order so they would have different activities around. They would love to go to school, even if they're studying so hard and having that kind of education. When you're having an open day around or having different activities for the students, they would love the school and they would love to go to the school in order the school is doing something for the students themselves. Yeah.
Which is your best subject at school? Tell me the truth.
It was mathematics, to be honest.
Mine, it was actually physics. I'd love physics, and I would love, and if I go back in time, I would be an astrophysicist because I love the space.
I used to love
physics.
numbers, but not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Math is actually cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but having the days off, you can actually find that. I mean, we can actually find that not only during school, but sometimes on the days off. We can actually, let's say, having the space to breathe, the space so I can find myself. And with that, we are doing this amazing and this opportunity to find it. And to Anas bin Malik School, I think it was a successful job because alongside having the band, having the different types of activities that it will cheer up the students, it's got to be really remarkable. And please, don't do it like all the time. I mean, they need education.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, from time to time, one day, it won't hurt. You know? Yeah.
And they also had the motorcycle show, let's say, and so I think beside of knowing their passions and their talents and having different activities there, they also had the musical band, as you have mentioned, and they had the motorcycle. And I think it's much entertainment day. It's really called an open day where you're having everything in one day, of course.
Yes, yes. But at our time, it was actually a school trip, off-day school trip. So sometimes, you know,
activities were different.
We're different, true. It was actually different, and close to that, inshallah, it will be back with different types of activities. Having the Iceland, that inshallah it's going to be open near to Shahid area in Murghab. I think it's going to be really amazing. Inshallah, we will have school trips there for our students, so they can have a really fun time. Focusing at this event itself, it was I think it was. From the things also that it will actually make the students really love school. It's really important because for a lot of people say, no, don't waste time for my kids or for my children. I want them to study. Well, they are studying almost the whole year. I mean, they have vacation only 2 months and a couple of weeks at the mid of the year, school year. So having a few days off, like every 3 to 2 months, like only 1 day off, it will actually let them know their teacher better. I mean, I can have fun with my teachers. I can have fun with the other people, socialize, because it will actually even help to, let's say, end bullying, because bullying is still there. I mean, there are still some students bullying because they don't know each other. It's one of the most important things also to have these days off at school. I think it's to socialize with the students because and then I can know my teachers better. I can know the students around me. I can know why if there are some of the students bullying at me, because it's still we have bullying. And having these days off, socializing, but please, if there's a days off, don't let the students go absent because there's no studying and they want to sleep. No, let them wake up, let them go to school, let them have the day off, let them socialize, let them know their teachers better, know them personally, know the students. Socializing, it's got to be really the key of loving school and finding themselves. Because on the day off, I can have a break from having and observing information so I can analyze this information. I will analyze it. I will know what I love. I will find out myself. I will find out the people around me.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the best opportunity, because on the school trips, when we went to the entertainment city, when we went to the ice skating before it's closed, we actually know each other.
Yeah.
It's helped a lot. And it's actually, let's say, I loved school behind that. And of course, I love the subjects, I loved a lot of things, but I think it's the reason that we are having a really an amazing days throughout these activities. I mean, don't you agree with me, Sarah?
Yes, of course, Abdulatif, and especially when we're talking about, let's talk an example of Anas bin Malik High School. When we're talking about the School of Boys, I think it's much needed, because when you're talking about different schools, whether it was just for girls or just for boys, they're not that kind of socialized, or they're not having that kind of a new friends, as you have mentioned, bullying each other and so on. And I think we need a lot of activities out there, even during their spare time, besides their education and studying so hard. They're getting some benefits, and they're getting some credits, plus having some activities and getting to know each other, and having maybe new friends, having new talents, new hobbies. And I think it's much needed and more often in schools.
It is. I mean, I bet a lot of people that in Anas bin Malik School, after this activity, the students had a really closer connection.
And you heard that already during the report.
Sure.
They were really excited about it, yes?
Yes, and they were having fun together. I mean, we heard also the student who loved boxing.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people didn't know that, because he found himself doing that. He actually had the opportunity to say it on TV at our show on Kuwait. And this is the reason that we have this remarkable show. It's actually not to highlight only the events, highlight the essence of these events, which is are the students on this topic exactly. And a lot of people might ask why. Well, the reason is because we need to show them the support. And we actually, as a community, not as our show, not as me and Sarah and the directors and the editors. No, actually, as a community, we need to show them the support. And this is the way, our way, to do it. And I think it's one of the most remarkable things. Anas bin Malik School, they're actually known with their commitment to education, to show the students the right way to educate, to observe the information. And now they haven't actually showing them the right way, how they can have fun, they can find themselves, and highlighting their talents.
Yeah.
It's got to be one of the most remarkable things, and I wish that other schools can learn from this experience itself and do it to their children also.
Of course, and to add of what you have said, of course, Abdulatif, the school highlighted the importance of arts and culture in the education for the students, and I think it's much needed. Beside having an open day and having such an activities and entertainment, and knowing more about the students, there is art and the culture of education, of course.
Yes, and of course we need to thank teacher Fadl Alawi for the remarkable help that he had for us during the work, during our report, and of course with the school itself, because it's got to be really remarkable to see and to observe these types of topics at our show. And I got to say thank you to the editors Abdulaziz and Hamid for their remarkable job on this topic, because I'm not going to lie, I love when I talk about school or the next generation. It's got to be really amazing.
Yeah, of course. Last not least, before ending our first topic, of course, Abdulatif, the Anas bin Malik High School had a great open day for the students, knowing more about learning and knowing more about creativity and knowing more of their hobbies and passions, of course. With that, dear viewers, we're going to head into our report and we'll be back.
The Sheikh Abdullah Salim Cultural Center stands as a beacon of cultural enrichment and ecological awareness in Kuwait. Among its many attractions is the Ecosystem Museum and Aquarium, which shine as prime examples of the center's commitment to environmental education and conservation efforts. In particular, the recent initiative of releasing baby sharks into their natural habitat exemplifies their dedication to fostering marine biodiversity. The Ecosystem Museum within the Cultural Center serves as an educational hub, offering visitors an immersive journey through various ecosystems, from desert landscapes to lush rainforests. Through interactive exhibits and informative displays, visitors gain insight into the delicate balance of these ecosystems and the importance of preserving biodiversity.
Today, on the Independence Day of Kuwait, we have released 2 sharks that were born 9 months ago here in the aquarium. And it's quite important for us because our aim as an institution is just to work for conservation. And having this good new born sharks in captivity is something that we like, and it's something very important for us. The 2 sharks that we have released today, they are black-tip sharks. These sharks are natural found in the ocean, in Pacific Ocean and Indic Ocean, in the reef areas. So they are in the subtropical and tropical areas. It's a shark that could reach nearly 2 meters of length, and the reproductions, the pregnancy time is about 9-10 months, and after this period the sharks will deliver from 2 to 4 pups. In this case there were born 3 of them, and hopefully we can rescue from the main tank 2 of them. Now finally we release them again in the tank after 9 months in the quarantine, and feeding them and training them to feed by hand. That is very important, just to control them, their health, and also just to have data that has importance in research.
The aquarium section of the Cultural Center provides a captivating glimpse into marine life, showcasing a diverse species from the Arabian Gulf and beyond. From vibrant coral reefs to mesmerizing jellyfish displays, the aquarium fosters appreciation for the beauty and complexity of marine ecosystems. One of the most noteworthy initiatives undertaken by the Sheikh Abdullah Salim Cultural Center is the recent release of baby sharks into their natural habitat. This initiative not only highlights the center's dedication to marine conservation, but also plays a crucial role in maintaining ecological equilibrium. By replenishing shark populations, the center contributes to the health of marine ecosystems and safeguards biodiversity for future generations. In conclusion, the Sheikh Abdullah Salim Cultural Center's Ecosystem Museum and Aquarium serve as an invaluable resource for environmental education and conservation. Through initiatives like the release of baby sharks, the center continues to make significant strides towards preserving biodiversity and fostering a deeper appreciation for the natural world.
And we're back, dear viewers, heading with our second headline, of course, when we're talking about baby sharks. And I think one of the amazing things to have in such a place in Sheikh Abdullah Salim Culture Center, where we'll be talking about baby sharks. What do you think of the baby sharks?
I think it's really an amazing cause to have, an environmental cause that will actually enlighten, and it will help a lot of people to understand the ecosystem. I mean, even for the marine. It's got to be really remarkable to have on this, let's say, the cultural oasis, Abdullah Salam Cultural Center, as it's been described, to have this amazing work after conversations with the Kuwaiti Marine, to release them to help the ecosystem and to help the sharks itself from being extinguished. And I think it's really amazing to have in the aquarium itself to help the cause and to also understand and to send the message, because it's really important. And I think it's one of the most noble causes and one of the most remarkable work. We've seen it on social media. I thought for the beginning that it was only one shark that been released, born baby shark, you know, been born, been released, and I saw the video, it was a lot. So it got to be really amazing, and all the thanks for them on this remarkable work, and I'm really excited to delve and to discuss more about this topic.
Of course, Abdul Latif, and I think I have already visited Sheikh Abdullah Salam, and I have seen the aquarium, where I think we're helping the ecosystem, as you have mentioned, and as well we're entertaining all the visitors and all the people in order to visit Sheikh Abdullah Salam to see such an aquarium, having the baby sharks around, and I think it was amazing.
Yeah, but no more they have the baby sharks, I think, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's really remarkable because to help on this cause and to save the ecosystem, especially here in Kuwait, the marine life and the aquarium life is actually really important, and it is rich here in Kuwait, in our beautiful sea. So to make it even better and better, sometimes we need to have these compromises from the different governmental entities and different museums that it has, or like the zoos. I think it's really remarkable. The spectators, when it's been released, the people who were there, they had a blast time, and I think you were one of them.
Yeah.
But I need to know, how did you feel? Did you feel that, okay, it's really good, but I think that the sea is no more safe maybe after a few days?
I think the way they have the display itself, how it was, the display, how it was, I think that kind of vibes, it was really amazing. And while you're walking through and you're seeing the aquarium itself, I think it was very nice.
Yeah.
It's
got to be the heartwarming feeling.
Yeah.
Because one of the center's most remarkable initiatives is actually recent release of the baby sharks into their initiative to the habitat. This bold step always underscores the center's commitment to the marine conservations, but also serves as a beacon for the future of the marine ecosystems. This actually shows commitment to the cause, because it's really important, and yet it sends a message to all, let's say, the fishers, the divers. Sometimes they see some of the in danger of extinguished marine life, you know, some types of fishes, some types of really big fish, you know. Recently we've seen the good initiatives on that. I follow a lot of people who are fishing in divers. They say that these types of fishes are extinguished. It's actually under protection. If you catch it, you will have fined and you will go to jail, to lots of it, to actually go to jail. So I think it's really remarkable that with this initiative also, it sends a bigger and huger message that it's actually, we need to focus on that, and not only on the sea or at the aquamarine. I think it's in every environment we need to focus on that, because we have a biodiverse environment, and let's know more about it, and let's send the message to the outer world that we are under aware of this ecosystem life and under the endangered species in our life.
Yes, of course. As you have mentioned, Abdul Latif, when we're talking about such a species or creatures like that, such as sharks and so on, and I think we're talking more about the ecosystem of the marine life and so on. Not a lot of people would be, let's say, interested or know more about it. Like most of the people see it more often, it's a marine life, or fishes or sharks are in the sea living and so on. We don't know that much of details, and especially when the ecosystem and what it might affect and what might happen, whether we're having them in this culture or in this area and so on. And I think it's much needed to educate and to let the people know more about it, of course, and especially when we're talking about baby sharks.
Yes, and you're actually right, and thank you for pointing at that, because a lot of people will actually say say.
Yeah.
Well, it's a cause, it's something for the ecosystem. I don't go to the sea, I don't swim far away, I don't see or I don't preserve, I don't go diving in the clear sky, on the clear sea also, to see the ecosystem. Well, I know, because you don't know about it, because you didn't see it. Once you see it, once you see the magic and the beauty of this remarkable environment, you got to love it. And the release, these initiatives from the steps, as we heard on this remarkable report, thank you guys one more time on it. I got to say it was really great. We actually can feel the message. We can feel actually the attendees when they have the remarkable steps for the releasing, because it's sending a bigger message for safeguarding these lives. It's really important, and it is really amazing to have it. And I wish that we have more environment protection to these species.
Yeah, of course. Beside what you have mentioned, Abdul Latif, I think a lot of us back then, especially when I used to study, I had kind of curious having that kind of moment. Why do we have such a species or creatures that are living that might be harmful? Why do we need it in our environment? It was a study that we all know that every creature and every species in this world is born for a reason, or is there for a reason, whether it was harmful or not. This species is there, there's a reason behind it, and they might use it for somehow for something, of course.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people would say, why do we need sharks or baby sharks around? They're harmful. No, they're born for a reason, of course.
They need to watch the animal kingdom. I mean, I spend hundreds of hours before I sleep when I was a kid to watch it, to know every species, what's the benefits of it. I mean, going from little insect is actually really important to the lives of the grass, on the trees. It's really important. Without it, without the insects, we'll actually have no trees.
Yeah.
Even the birds, even the let's say the fishes and the sharks, all of it is really important. But we need to point one thing, is actually Sheikh Abdullah Salim Cultural Center actually stands up as a beacon, always focusing at the most sustainable and at the most important causes for the animal kingdom, for every types of let's say rich information, either it's connected to the history, to the ecosystem, or anything related to your information and to the imagination, even in space. So for everyone who don't know what we're talking about this facility itself, you got to visit it. It's one of the most magical thing. And since that's it's really important to connect with it, you got to visit it, and believe me, you will not regret it. And if you have kids, if you have little brothers, go and take them, and I promise they will remember this day for their entire life.
It's not even for kids, to be honest. I have been there like a couple of months ago, and
it's for everyone,
I enjoyed
actually.
it. Yeah,
it's for everyone.
Yeah,
because it's really amazing.
You're entertaining yourself and you're educating yourself at the same time.
True,
Abdullah Salim, where they're having different kind of places, whether we're talking about the environment or the marine life or the space, as you have mentioned, and there's a lot of things, of course.
And it's been known that the visitors who leave Sheikh Abdullah Salim Cultural Center, they don't leave with only rich information about different aspects or different categories, either it was going to be history, ecosystem, species and whatever, the aquamarine, or space and time and the rule of gravity, because all of it you can find this information about, but they actually can leave with the power of knowledge itself. The power of knowledge will actually increase how smart you are. And for me, I love to sit on YouTube, and I love to watch lots of videos about when we first know about the black hole, and when we first know about, like, try to have footage about that, and about space, and about a lot of things. So when I went to Sheikh Abdullah Salim Cultural Center, I had more information about it. I went out of it, and I actually had the stronger feeling that I want to have a better change for the world, and it was one of the most remarkable feeling ever. And I wish that we can support the next generation on that, and we can support each other to go there, because the power of knowledge is stronger than anything that we can know, actually.
Yes, of course. And one of the amazing places that we have, knowing more about the environment and anything related in this environment and this world, is Sheikh Abdullah Al Salim Culture Center, of course, where it covers everything and it educates us and gives us more awareness, and at the same time we're more educated from that kind of place, of course, and it's for the kids and elder people, of course. With that, dear viewers, that was our second headline. We're gonna head into our report and we'll be back.
Welcome back everyone to a brand new segment, which is Around the World. Today we are traveling to a land of timeless beauty, where snow-capped peaks, pristine lakes and charming villages converge to create picture-perfect landscape. Well, in the heart of Europe, this country is renowned for its breathtaking alpine scenery, world-class skiing resorts and rich cultural heritage. From the cosmopolitan cities of Zurich and Geneva to the idyllic mountain retreats of Zermatt and Interlaken, the country offers a wealth of experiences for every traveler. And I personally visited Interlaken, and I slowed down, contemplated the beautiful picturesque nature of Switzerland. So join us as we embark on a journey to discover the enchanting beauty, cultural diversity, and culinary delights of this alpine paradise. Welcome everyone to Switzerland. The Swiss Alps offer endless opportunities for outdoor adventure such as hiking, skiing, snowboarding, and mountaineering. You can discover Switzerland's reputation as the watchmaking capital of the world, visit prestigious watch museums and boutique shops in cities like Geneva and Zurich to admire the exquisite timepieces crafted with precision and elegance. And not to forget to mention that Zurich has been used as a location for filming scenes such as James Bond's action movies. If you're a big fan of action movies, then Zurich is the best destination to be visited. So explore the picturesque Swiss villages nestled amidst rolling hills and mountainous terrain. Wander through the cobblestone streets lined with traditional chalets, cozy cafe, and artisanal shops, and experience the timeless charm of Swiss alpine culture. After getting back to the city, you can indulge your taste with Switzerland's world-renowned chocolate. If you're a big fan of chocolate, then the Swiss chocolate is the best snack you can ever have while roaming through the Switzerland streets. Sample delectable Swiss chocolates from iconic brands and visit chocolate factories and museums to learn about the art of chocolate making. And not to forget that you can admire the stunning beauty of Lake Geneva, one of Switzerland's largest and most picturesque lakes. Take a leisurely cruise on the lake, explore charming lakeside towns like Montreux and Lausanne, and visit historic landmarks such as Chillon Castle. And you will surely experience Switzerland's efficient and reliable public transportation system, including scenic train rides on the Swiss travel system. Travel effortlessly between cities, mountain resorts, and scenic destinations while enjoying panoramic views of the Swiss countryside. So as we saw that Switzerland is the best destination for a day off if you're taking the family on a holiday. So Switzerland is welcoming you as always.
Welcome back, our dear viewers. After the special segment with Hajar Al-Mahanna, our colleague, explaining and discovering with her the magical land of Switzerland, I think it's one of the best countries that everyone would agree that it has the best environment, the best mountains when it comes to skiing, and the best cabinets on the snow, and the best place that you would go to having the best view at the lakes. And we actually know with Hajar Al-Mahanna we can express our gratitude and our heartful thanks to her on this remarkable report. For me, if I had a vacation, inshallah, I will. The next summer, I would have. I wish if I can have the opportunity to go and visit Switzerland because it is really remarkable. What do you think about the report and about the country?
Of course, one of the amazing countries is Switzerland, where we're talking about the high mountains and high Alps and so on, and we're talking about the rich
you love
culture.
ski, right?
Yes, of course, rich culture, and I think it's one of the best environment to be there. More detoxing, I think. People would go more often to see a lot of mountains, a lot of, let's say it's more greeny mountains and trees and views, and don't forget there's chocolate and there is the watches, people who love watches, and they have a lot of things, I think, and one of the amazing countries is Switzerland, of course, yes.
All the thanks actually for Hajar Mhanna on this remarkable segment about this lovely country. But I actually really focused at the report when it comes to the chocolate, because they have the most remarkable and the best grade chocolate. And as she also mentioned, the James Bond movie, the recent one, was actually been shooted there and filmed all of it all the way there. And I think it's really remarkable to see the diversity on that place. I know a lot of people would mention Abdulatif Sara, the place is expensive. Yet it's actually
it's
a good
once
thing.
in a lifetime. I always say
there
that.
is, but there is really benefits from that.
Yeah.
Because when you want to go to environmental places with really remarkable environment in a green area, you would actually go there for only 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
You won't spend there like too much days. Like if you go to New York or Tokyo or Dubai. Why? Because they have more activities. In Switzerland, the best activities that you have, it's either eating some chocolate or going to ski. I mean, it won't cost you like even 4 days. So it's because it's a good thing. And one of the positive things about that is actually not to be crowded.
Yeah.
If it was really cheap, you would see
a lot of people there.
Yes, and it would be crowded over there. But also, thank you, Hajar, on this remarkable report. Thank you, guys, behind this special segments. I think it's really remarkable. Inshallah, we will visit Switzerland in the future.
Yeah, why not? Sure.
Yeah.
You have to.
Of course.
And we have reached, I think, into an end, Abdulatif.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. So in conclusion, for today's topic, for the first topic, we had Anas bin Malik's school having the remarkable open day for the students, where they were talking about highlighting their talents and let the students know what they want, what they feel. We still remember the report where the students were actually talking about how they love boxing.
Yeah.
They found that through that open days.
Yes.
And there were also some activities, right?
And the students express themselves, how their hobbies and their passion, and knowing different new things throughout the open day, of course. And our second headline was about Sheikh Abdullah Salam Culture Center, where it releases the baby sharks as a part of the marine, where I think it's much needed, and a lot of people would love to know and to see that, of course. Yeah.
It is. As we mentioned, in a noble cause, to have a really important topic, which is the environmental, protecting the ecosystem. Believe me, our viewers, the ecosystem is one of the most important things. We cannot live only human on this planet. We cannot live. We need the ecosystem. We need to protect every living thing, like everything, every insect, every shark, every fish, every bird, because it's really important on that, and we need to raise the awareness on how important it is. And thanks to Abdullah Salam Cultural Center, as they are standing beacon in every knowledge, everything you need to know, they are spreading the awareness on the noble cause of how important it is to protect the ecosystem. And this was the second topic.
Yeah.
For the topic where we talked with, we heard Hajar Mhanna, our colleague, about Switzerland. I think it is really a magical country. Inshallah, in the future we'll visit, right?
Yes, for sure, of course, knowing more about Switzerland and to discover Switzerland, of course. And I think it's one of the amazing countries that anyone would love to go there.
We need to taste the chocolate over there.
Yeah.
While we are skiing, eat the chocolate.
I'm not a fan of sweets, to be honest.
Not
I would love to see the country itself,
but
the
it's
environment
different there. It's different. I mean, the sweets that we have here, it's not totally like fresh, but there it's actually fresh.
Yeah, must have already and must try, of course, Abdul Latif.
We actually need to.
Yeah.
And for your viewers, of course, this is the end for our for today's episode. Hope you had a really amazing time knowing and shedding more lights on the topic that we had for today. And of course, I'm really honored more to be your colleague and to be your co-presenter, Sarah.
Of course, Abdul Latif, and I hope, dear viewers, that you have enjoyed our episode for today, knowing more about different topics, and stay tuned for a new episode. See you soon.
So we'll see you soon. Stay safe and goodbye for now.